Day 21 of the George Zimmerman trial is wrapping up. Just one witness was on the stand from this morning until 3 this afternoon. The focus today on forensics. A pathologist hired by the defense on the stand shared his analysis of the evidence. Ryan Raisha has been in Sanford since day one of jury selection. He joins us live outside of the courthouse tonight. Ryan?
Yeah, the jury's been sent back to their hotel while the attorneys kind of hash out some other matters. But the defense is definitely in the home stretch here. They are set to rest their case tomorrow. But today, an expert was used to try to convince the jury to believe George Zimmerman. Instead of eyewitnesses saying who was on top in that deadly fight, today the jury heard a different approach: science.
The muzzle was in contact with the clothing at the time of discharge.
The defense called this nationally renowned gunshot expert to break down the evidence. Dr. Vincent DeMaio first gave jurors a crash course in his technical field, then explained why he thinks science aligns with George Zimmerman's story.
Is consistent with somebody leaning over the person doing the shooting, and that the clothing is 2 to 4 inches away.
Gravity, he says, from Trayvon Martin's wet hoodie and the iced tea in his front pocket pulled the sweatshirt downward. The defense says Martin straddled Zimmerman and repeatedly smashed his head into the sidewalk before Zimmerman shot in self-defense. The defense seemed to get its money's worth out of this expert. He charges $400 an hour. On cross-examination, the state clearly felt he was jumping to conclusions.
And you're not saying as to who attacked who, whether it was George Zimmerman who attacked Trayvon Martin, or whether it was Trayvon Martin who attacked George Zimmerman. You can't say it to that, correct?
That's correct, sir.
Though he can say Zimmerman suffered a beating, perhaps worse than the pictures show, and it likely involved concrete. While DeMaio provided strong and confident testimony, there are still questions, better known in this courtroom as doubt.
He's got blood there, right?
Right.
Okay. I put my hand over that, right?
Okay. Yes.
What do you expect my hand to have on it?
Blood.
Now, you may remember the evidence shows there was no blood found on Trayvon Martin's hands. Now, the defense is still trying to convince the judge to allow a 3D animation of the deadly fight into evidence. That's what the attorneys are going over right now outside of the presence of the jury. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, a new theory that the state hinted at involving George Zimmerman's injuries. That's coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, live in Sanford, Ryan Raisha, ABC Action News.
Ryan.